In the name of Allah, the most merciful and almighty. Hello dear students, this is me Abdul Basit, your English teacher. Welcome to my channel Al Basit Academy. I will upload videos on all grammatical topics with the help of your support. Before starting this video, I request you to subscribe my channel. Dear students, today's lesson is on sentence structure, sentence types. Sentence types: simple, compound, complex, compound, complex. First of all, what is sentence? The definition of sentence is a group of words that expresses complete thought or idea. It has two parts, subject and predicate. Okay, so what is subject and what is predicate? The subject is what or whom the sentence is about. The predicate tells something about the subject. The predicate of the sentence contains the verb. The predicate of the sentence contains the verb. Okay, so subject is the part which tells about predicate, and predicate is a part which tells about subject. Predicate contains the verb. For example, Mary plays tennis. So here subject is Mary, predicate plays tennis. So Mary is subject, plays tennis is predicate. Simple sentence. A simple sentence has one subject and one predicate. Simple sentence. A simple sentence consists of one independent clause. An independent clause contains a subject and verb and expresses a complete thought. This is one definition of a simple sentence. And another definition is that a simple sentence consists of one independent clause. So what is independent clause? An independent clause contains a subject and verb. It's mean like an independent clause has subject and verb. Subject is the part which tells about predicate, and another definition is that subject is the doer of an action. Verb is a word which shows an action or a state of being. Simple sentence give the complete thought, complete meaning and complete sense. It makes the sense. Observe how a simple sentence is constructed. We went to St. John yesterday. So this example, we went to St. John. We is pronoun, went is verb, to St. John is prepositional phrase. So what is prepositional phrase? A phrase that begins with a preposition and ends in a noun, pronoun or a noun phrase. For example, he is from Russia. From Russia is a prepositional phrase because from is preposition. So here we went to St. John. So to is a preposition. Simple sentence, subject, predicate. Mary plays tennis. So Mary is subject, plays tennis is a predicate. Here it is one subject because Mary is one person. Plays tennis, one predicate because here is one verb. Tom and Mary. Here we have the two subjects. We have the two subjects and we call it compound subject. This is Tom and this is Mary. Play tennis. Tom and Mary play tennis. So we call it compound subject. Now come to compound subject and compound predicate. Tom and Mary play tennis and swim. Tom and Mary, these are the two subjects. We call it compound subject. Here we have the two verbs. One verb is play, second verb is swim. So we call it compound predicate. So we call it compound predicate. Simple sentence with compound subject. Tom and Mary play tennis. So here we have the Tom and Mary. Tom is one person, Mary is another person. So we call it that this is a compound subject. Clear? Simple sentence with compound subject and compound predicate. Tom and Mary. These are two names of a person, Tom and Mary. So this is called compound subject. Play tennis and swim. So play is one word, swim is another word. So we call it compound predicate. Compound sentence. Compound sentence have two kind of definition. One is a compound sentence is a two or more independent clauses joined by a conjunction or semicolon. Each of these clauses close from a sentence alone. For example, I like coffee and Mary like tea. Here we have the two sentences, I like coffee and Mary likes tea. It is joined by conjunction and. Second, we have Mary went to work but John went to the party. Here but is conjunction. Mary went to work is one sentence. John went to party is another sentence. Compound sentence. A compound sentence has more than one part that can stand alone. Independent clause. Independent clause are connected by coordinative conjunction, conjunctive adverbs or semicolon. So this is another definition for compound sentence. We went to St. John and most of us dance all night. We went to St. John and most of us dance all night. So here we have the one sentence and this is another sentence, but it's joined by conjunction. We went to St. John and most of us dance all night. So here we have one sentence and this is another sentence, but it's joined by conjunction. And is a conjunction. We went to St. John is we is subject. Most of us is another subject. Went is verb. Dance is another verb. This is prepositional phrase and this is modifying phrase. What is modifying phrase? A modifier is a word, phrase or clause that modifies, that is gives information about another word in a same sentence. And is coordinating conjunction. Here we are talking about dependent clause, independent clause, and also we're talking about a clause as well. But maybe arise a question in your mind that, sir, what is dependent clause, what is independent clause, what is clause? So first of all, clause. What is clause? A clause is a group of words that contains a verb and usually other components too. In the simple words, clause is a group of words which we have verb. What is dependent clause? Dependent clause words that contains a subject and verb but doesn't expresses a complete thought. What does it mean? That dependent clause is a group of words which contains what? Which contains subject and verb but doesn't expresses a complete thought. A dependent clause cannot be a sentence. Independent clause. An independent clause is the combination of the least one subject and predicate that expresses a complete thought, and we also call them a sentence as well. These boys are always sleeping. The subject is boy, whereas the verb is sleeping. Compound sentence. Use of coordinating conjunction, subject, predicate, and subject, predicate. Compound sentence, we have the two sentences. So this is the structure of compound sentence. That first sentence must have the subject and predicate, and another sentence must have the subject and predicate, but both sentences will join by using the conjunction. Compound sentence, this is a first sentence, this is another sentence. Tom swims, Mary plays tennis. Here and, this and is conjunction. This is first sentence, this is another sentence. We have the two sentences, and the two sentences joined by using the conjunction, we call them compound sentence. Compound sentence coordinative conjunction. Okay, here the coordinative conjunction. So the coordinative conjunctions for, and, nor, but, or, yet. Formula for this coordinative conjunction: for, and, nor, but, or, and, yet. Fan, boy. Compound sentence coordinating conjunctions. Tom swims and Mary plays tennis. This is one clause, this is another. So independent and second clause is also independent, joined by using and. So we have the two clauses. One clause is this. What clause? Clause is a group of words which has verb. So swim is verb, and there plays is another verb. Both clauses joined by using and. Okay, so compound sentence conjunctive adverbs: moreover, however, otherwise, therefore. Compound sentence conjunctive adverbs using: Bob is handsome, moreover, he is rich. This one is one clause, and this one is another second clause. Independent, and this is also independent. So both sentences are independent clauses. Moreover is a conjunctive adverb. This is conjunctive adverb. So the two clauses joined by conjunctive adverb are called compound sentence conjunctive adverbs. Conjunctive adverbs flute. Conjunctive adverbs are sometimes called fluting adverbs because these can be positioned at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of a clause. How? Look to the examples. After that you will be able to understand this. These are the examples. Semicolon. If the relation between the ideas expressed in the main clause is very close and obvious without a conjunction, you can separate the clauses with a semicolon. This definition, these were taken from this one. This is reference Letter Brown Handbook 9th edition, page 361. Compound sentence semicolon. Tom has benefited from his exercise program. He is slim and energetic. This is example of using the semicolon, because this is called the semicolon. Complex sentence. Complex sentence definition is a complex sentence has at least two parts, one that can stand alone and another one that cannot. The part that cannot stand alone is linked to the rest of the sentence by a subordinating conjunction. What does it mean? In simple words, complex sentence meaning is a complex sentence consists of an independent clause plus a dependent clause. A dependent clause starts with a subordinating conjunction or a relative pronoun and contains a subject and verb, but does not express a complete thought. Complex sentence examples. Since my boyfriend and I wanted to have fun, we went to San John yesterday. This is conjunction. So this is the example of complex sentence. Complex sentence, since we wanted to have fun. Subordinative conjunction. Where is subordinative conjunction? This is subordinative conjunction. This is a part that cannot stand alone. We is subject. Went to San John yesterday is predicate. I think it's clear. Complex sentence, we have, these are the structures of the complex sentence. That is one sentence structure, this is another sentence structure, and using the subordinative conjunction even though. Now, Bob is popular, he is ugly. Bob is popular is one sentence, and this is another one, and joined by even though are subordinative conjunction. Complex sentence subordinative conjunction. So these are the subordinative conjunctions. The most common subordinative conjunctions are after, although, is, because, before, how, if, once, since, then, date, though, tell, until, when, where, whether, and while. Complex sentence subordinative conjunctions. Bob is popular even though he is ugly. So this is one clause, this is another clause. Both are one is independent clause, one is dependent clause. This is dependent clause because here is only verb, but it does not express the complete thought. And here this is an independent clause because here this is subject and it's express the complete thought. This is subject, this is helping verb, this is object. It's complete, it's give the complete thought. Complex sentence subordinative conjunction. Even though Bob is ugly, he is popular. Clause 1 is dependent and another clause is independent. Okay, so compound complex sentence. This type of sentence has more than one part that can stand alone and at least one that cannot. Conjunctions links the different part of this sentence. What does it mean? In simple words, a compound complex sentence consists of at least two independent clauses and one or more dependent clauses. For example, since we wanted to have fun, my boyfriend and I went to San John yesterday and we danced all night. So here we have the example of compound complex sentence that since we wanted to fun is one sentence. My boyfriend and I went to San John yesterday, this is another, and is conjunction, we dance all night. Since we wanted to have fun, since is subordinative conjunction, part that cannot stand alone. This is this part that cannot stand alone. My boyfriend and I went to San John. My boyfriend and I went to San John. My boyfriend and this is subject. This is subject. Went to San John is predicate, and we dance all night is also predicate, and this is coordinative conjunction, and is coordinative conjunction. Compound complex sentences examples. Mike is popular because he is good looking, but he is not very happy. Now exercise time. On the screen I given to you the 5 examples. Read it and then think which sentence is simple, compound, complex or compound complex. So these are the sentences. The bell rang. So what kind of sentence is it? I will wait for 2 or 3 seconds. You read it and then think about it, that which kind of sentence these are, and after that I will be show you the answers, and you will be come to know that you understand the topic or not. If you have any kind of question related to this topic, you will ask me in comment box. Okay, these are the answers. First one is simple, second is compound, third is complex, 4 is simple, and 5 is compound complex. Okay, so these are the another examples. These are the 5 examples. This is your homework. If you have any kind of question so far, ask me in comment box and do task which I given to you, and put the answers in comment box. I will announce the toppers names in coming video. Thank you very much.